Wherever love goes, there is also misery.
Hello guys and dolls, welcome back. So today I have a brand new look for you made with the brand new Real Techniques Blend and Blur brushes. They are the new brushes that were just released that kind of look like paddle brushes, like the Artiste brushes. So I've done my entire face using those brushes and I'd like to show you how they performed. So if you'd like to find out if they were total hits or total misses, just stick around and keep watching. Thanks. Mwah.
Alrighty then, let's fix this mess. So this collection, I still literally have it in the boxes. I haven't even really pulled them out. I just opened up the top because these are a bitch to get into. So we're going to start with the foundation brush, and this is what the packaging looks like. This is going to be fun. Let me pop it out of the box. Woo! Plastic shit is flying at me. It is what it is. All right, there's a shit ton of plastic to get through to get to the brush. Here is what she feels like. Well, how would you even know what it feels like, right? But the handle feels like a rubberized silicone. It is very weighted on the head. The bristles are extremely densely packed. Look at that. Like, there is no room for monkey business with these brushes. I just hope that they will work out okay at this point because it feels nice, but I don't know. It's such, like, how do I explain myself? Look at the size of that head. Sorry. But literally, like, it's huge, you know what I mean? Let me stop. Mal pensada. It's a very large brush, you know, like to cover different areas. So I don't exactly know how foundation is going to work when it comes to like the smaller parts of your face, but let's give it a go. So my idea is to do a regular foundation on one side of my face and do a legit powder foundation on the other side of my face, so you can see how these brushes work with different types of products. How that's going to end up, we don't know, but we shall experiment. So lately I've been really enjoying my Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. So I think we're going to go in with this. I've already primed my face. I've got my MAC Prep and Prime on. So I don't even know how to go about this. Like, should I just like squirt it on here, guys? I don't. Okay. All right. I need you all to have your fingers crossed right now. This isn't even funny. Okay. This side liquid, this side powder. Okay. Okay. Not saying anything yet. Hold on. Oh, I don't know, dudes. There's like something in my hair. All right, that was a pump and a half of foundation. With a normal brush, I usually use a pump and a half for my whole stinking face, which means this is absorbing a lot of product. But I guess as you use the brush, it may not absorb as much because if you're like me, you're not washing your brushes every day. Let's be honest. I'm going to use just a little more to tap over the areas where I feel like it didn't really give me as much coverage as I normally get. And on my forehead. This feels weird, guys. Like, I'm so used to holding a brush like this and going at it with my face, like literally beating my face, that I feel like I have to be a whole lot more gentle, which maybe is a good thing. Can you see any type of difference? Okay. I don't think I even mentioned to you guys, but this brush retails at $16.99. All right, so I'm just gonna switch over and do some concealer on this side of my face. I'm going to use their cheek brush. I did not pick up the contour brush because it seemed like almost the same size as the cheek brush, so I kind of felt like that was a little bit pointless. So, and this brush would probably do the job for both. So I felt more comfortable having a smaller version of the brush. Jesus, whatever. This is getting like ridiculous right now. So this brush will set you back $16.99. It's a nice oval shape. I think this will work nicely for concealer, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to use one of my tried and trues, my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin. This is in the shade light to medium. Let's see what it can do, because I've got some stuff to conceal today, girl. Some stuff to conceal today. And the purpose of this video is not to like beat my face. I just want you guys to be able to see how the brushes work in case you're interested in purchasing them yourself. So I'm just going to start going in. I am using my mirror down here, so in case you see me looking down, I apologize, but I need to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, I think the key with these brushes is going to be to pounce them. Like not really rub, because they're so densely packed that I feel like when you rub on the skin, it ends up pulling the product away completely. So tapping and pouncing is going to be your best bet. Kind of like the same technique you would use with a booty bender. I'm actually really happy with the way that looks. Like I feel like I've got some decent coverage going on compared to the rosacea mess that is on this side. Okay, we'll revisit this brush in a moment, but right now I want to powder this side of my face with a regular powder with the powder brush so you guys can see how that works, and then we'll move on to a regular powder foundation, like a legit like high coverage powder foundation on this side. So I'm going to switch brushes and show you that this guy is the face brush. I had already pulled him out of the box last night because I wanted to play with it. This guy is $20, $19.99. It is a very heavy, and it is literally like the size of my head. I'm a little worried about using this as a powder brush because it is so huge, and I'm not sure how that's going to work on larger areas of the face. All right, let me just shut up and let's try it. So I'm going to use my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish. This is in the shade medium dark, in case you're wondering. All right, it's very awkward because if you look at the shape of the head of the brush, so it's very curved. So when you have products like this, it's going to be kind of like difficult to pick up product, and I feel like you're going to be grabbing more than you need. But let's see. All right, so I feel like that's a good kind of healthy look. I don't know. Let me shut the fuck up and just try to powder. All right, it's hella awkward, but looking at my skin when I end up pouncing the product on, it actually looks pretty nice. It's almost impossible. Like, look what I'm doing. Look what I have to do to my eyelid in order to try to set some of that concealer. Ugh. Is this worth it, guys? Is this even worth it? I don't know. All right, let me see if I was able to get anywhere near. Nope. So the brush failed at getting underneath my eye. So I'm going to use a different Real Techniques brush from their powder blue collection to just kind of hit up underneath my eye, because I feel like I really need to powder that section, because if not, the little lines that I have underneath my eye end up creasing, and then I end up looking a whole lot older than I really am. All right, I'm just going to reinforce because I feel like the sides of the nose really didn't get touched at all either. But everywhere else, I'm seeing a really nice difference in my skin. Would I say that this is revolutionary so far? No, because honestly, I could use my regular brushes and get the same effect and do it a little bit quicker without having to pull in other brushes, because this is just a really awkward size. But I am going to use it against my better judgment for this side of my face. So we're going to go in with the Laura Mercier. This is the Smooth Finish Foundation Powder in shade number 5. This stuff is beautiful. On days when I really don't have time to mess with liquids, or if I just want a much simpler look, I will use this powder. And here's what it looks like. It is a very finely milled powder. It feels like butter in here. So I'll use this on days where I just need to get out and go. And it gives me a lot of coverage without the fuss. This will set you back, I think it's $46 or $48, but it's worth every penny. So I'm kind of like hesitant to use this brush now on my powder, my baby. All right, I think we're gonna go in this section right here so we can see what it does. All right, it did hide the redness pretty well. I have some more redness down here. So with this product, I'm not really able to pounce because it's not going to give me the same coverage. I need to swipe a little bit more. So it just feels like it's tugging on my skin. And it's not like I'm really going hard at it, but let's see if I can pull back so you guys can see my forehead. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I feel like in the last couple videos, I've had nothing but like cases of the sniffles, and it's just my allergies. I promise. I'm not trying to be like snotty on camera. It just is what it is. The allergies, like most of my allergies were usually in the springtime. Now it's gotten to the point where they're like freaking year round. It sucks. All right. So I'm using a whole lot more product with this brush than I would with my normal brushes, which I don't like because this powder is quite expensive and I don't need to be wasting it like that. So you'll see like not even the entirety of the brush was able to touch my face because it is such a rounded shape. So I don't feel like it needed to be this big. I think you guys can tell by the vibe. I'm really not feeling these brushes. However, I could probably smack a bitch with this thing. That'd be a whole lot of fun. All right, so the brush was not able to get into my under eye area. So I'm still looking a little bluish over here. So I'm just gonna go back with that same Real Techniques powder blue and hit up my under eye. So that's what my face looks like now that I've applied the cream and powder on this side and the regular powder foundation on that side using the brushes. It looks okay. It looks pretty good, I'll be honest. However, the brushes are very impractical at this point. There's only one more brush that I want to try, which is the eyeshadow brush. It looks like this, and this one retails for $12.99. But first I'm gonna just sort of kind of finish up the rest of my face, and then I'll be back to show you how this works. I don't have the best expectations for this brush right now, but we're just gonna keep on trucking. Okay, mi gente, so I have the rest of my face already done. I did try to use the blush brush for my blush, and I'm just telling you right now that I forgot to film it. I'm sorry, but all I had to do was like sit there and pounce the damn thing on my face for like 20 minutes to try to blend out a little bit of blush. So is it easier than using a normal blush brush? No. All right, so we're gonna cut into using this last little sucker right here. It's marketed as a blending brush. However, if you look at how densely packed it is, I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work at really blending things out if you really want a nice like soft wash of color. So we're just gonna go in and see what happens. But I am going to use this Kryolan, sorry for blinding you guys, this Kryolan palette. This is the Florence palette, and it's filled with all kinds of pretty pinky corally nudes. It's just what I felt like using today. I'm not going to bring in too many other things because I want to really see how this brush works. I don't trust it, however, with highlighting underneath my brow. So I'm going to use my usual Coastal Scents, the usual Victim, and go into the lightest pinky shade in the palette and just highlight ever so slightly underneath my brow bone. I kind of want something a little different today to what I usually do.
Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy.
So tell me, guys, what are you thinking about these brushes so far as you see me demo them? Are you impressed? Would you use them any other way? Would you not even waste your money on them at this point? Brow bone is highlighted. Now, normally I would go in with a transition shade, and I have no faith in this brush. Okay, I'm gonna go into this pretty coral shade right here, and I hope you guys will say a prayer with me. It's having a tough time at picking up products evenly. Maybe you can see that. See how it's kind of like clumping off to one side. So just in case, I'm going to top off my brush a little bit. Oy, okay. This feels so weird. All right, off the bat, do you see that? Look. I'm not even applying any pressure, and it's dragging my skin. Dragging my skin. It's not doing a terrible job at blending, but I don't appreciate brushes that drag on my skin. I don't want my eyes to fucking sag by the age of 40. Yeah, no, I can't with this brush. It is... tried and true. Royal Langnickel, baby. Royal and Langnickel. Like, there. Look how much easier that was. All right. These companies need to start coming out with products that are actually usable and not gimmicky, because the gimmicky shit is starting to get on my nerves. And sorry if this sounds really negative, because I truly do love Real Techniques, and I fell in love with their original brushes, like the ones that had the really colorful barrels. Do you guys remember those? I mean, they're still on the market. You know, like, look how quick that was. I achieved the same exact fucking thing with 2 seconds of blending with this than I did with, you know, 2 sweeps of shadow with that other brush. Like, that just pisses me off. So people are going to pay good money for products that are, you know, quote unquote innovative, when in reality they're, you know, like, stick with the stuff that's tried and true. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, it's always great to try new things and see if they will work for you. The companies need to think about what they're releasing before bringing it out to the public. You know, like, is this stuff going to make life easier for a regular consumer, or is this just like a fad? So this right now, in my opinion, I'm not digging any of these brushes. So I'm just going to go about my day and finish up my makeup. And I'm sorry that the lighting is changing. Clouds are rolling in and out. We have like the remnants of Hurricane Jose going on outside. So like the bands are kind of like coming in and out, bringing sunshine. So the light is shifting slightly. So I do apologize for that, but there's nothing really that I can do about that. Let's see. I wanted to try this Butter London shadow with you guys. These are like the new whatchamacallit. It's like, oh, I don't even know the name. They're glazed and eyeglosses, and this one is in the shade Icing. They are freaking ridiculous. Like, you have to see this. Like, they're little jellies. And I don't want to leave it open for too long, but maybe this brush would be better on the lid. So I'm going to wipe it off, clean it off a little bit, and grab some of this. Ugh, it's not even picking up product. Look, it's kind of like just sitting on there. And I know these are best used with your fingers, but I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. Look, it just absorbed the product without doing anything. Cool beans. That's with the brush. Now watch. I'm going to take a little bit with my finger, and you're going to see. Look at that. Look at the difference. It's insanity. And these dry down to be completely waterproof. They don't transfer into the crease. They're freaking beautiful. And you can also find them on Ulta because they carry Butter London. And look how much pigment is still left on my finger. However, the brush completely absorbed the product entirely. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a negative Nelly, but I want you guys to know how products are working before you invest in them. That's the whole purpose of me doing this channel, of letting you guys know, all right, this is legit or this is not legit. So don't waste your money on it if it's not. Okay. Oh, that is so pretty. I'm going to go in with the darkest shade now in the palette. All right, guys. So my face is completely done at this point. In case you're wondering what I used to finish up the rest of my face, I did use Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner in Voodoo, a little sample that I had gotten for my birthday for my eyeliner. I also used the Kiko Super Color Mascara in shade 5, which is like a burgundy type of shade. And I finished off my lips with the shade Daytona Beach from Ofra Cosmetics. All right, so Let's fix this her. I got like a Selena thing going on today. I'm digging it. So, final thoughts, huh? All right. Let's see. I did buy these from Ulta at buy one, get one half off. So in total, I paid $52 plus tax for those 4 brushes. And in my honest opinion, as much as I love Real Techniques. I love their sponges. I love their original brushes. I love their brow kit. I love so many things about this brand. But this collection, guys, save your money. I just think it's way too gimmicky for it to be considered a staple in your collection. I know that there are plenty of paddle brushes that have come out from different companies. This one, however, I feel like they packed the brushes, packed the bristles in so densely that it doesn't allow for proper movement on the face. It just, it doesn't allow you to blend as easily. It tugs on the skin. I've experienced tugging both with the powder brush and with the blending eyeshadow brush. And I don't want my skin to be tugged. I don't want premature aging. So, and I don't want you to think that I was tugging on my face on purpose so that I could give a bad review. That's not the case at all. I was trying to be very gentle, even more so than I am with my regular brushes. And I did experience a whole lot more tugging and pulling than I did with my normal brushes. So that being said, would I recommend these brushes? No, but I also don't want to take that away from you. If you wish to try them, go ahead. Maybe you'll have a very different experience. As with every review that I give on my channel, I always give my honest opinions. This video is not sponsored by Real Techniques in any way, shape, or form. And like I said, I love so many of their products that this is just the first time that I feel like I've had a negative experience with a brand new product line. So unfortunately, no, I don't recommend them, but it is on you to try them if you wish. And I hope and pray that you do have a different experience than I did, but I will not be using these. And in fact, I probably will be returning them because that was way too much money to keep around 4 brushes that I probably will never use again. So that being said, I do hope that you found this review useful. And if you did, please leave me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notifications for every time that I post a video. I really, really hope that you guys have a wonderful day. And thank you for spending time out of your life to be with me. Bye, guys.